Yo, 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 it's me, it's your boy, the P-O-P to the S, coming to you live with part 2 of Room Tour. This is the updated. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that impressive. Ooh! Alright, so, as you can see, not much has been changed. I got closet, I got little end stand. It was actually over here in the previous video, but now I put it over there with alarm clock and everything. Bed's still the same. I guess I should probably change the blanket, but I don't really feel like it. But here is where the changes start to become apparent. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, the blue tote is officially gone. I now have every single one of my games with a box and not a box on display. That includes portable games, and I think that shelf fits them rather nicely. But yeah, so finally I have quick access to any game that I could possibly want. If I ever wanted to play, what is it, Tetris? If I ever wanted to play Tetris, it's just a quick boom right there. And it's got the sleeve, so the top game's not gonna fall. I got everything set up to my exact specifications. One complaint I do have, though, it's probably not gonna stay like this. I'm probably gonna end up needing to get more shelves because, as you can clearly see, these shelves leave little room for growth. In fact, there's zero room in this shelf, and there's not enough room here. I had to stack 4 games on their backs. So I'm gonna need more shelves, but for the time being and with my current collection, it fits them pretty well. So I'm happy with them. In these shoe boxes right here, these weren't in the last video. I put my miscellaneous controllers and accessories in there, including some USB controllers for some reason. And in here, I have all my unboxed handheld games, such as Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color, and some miscellaneous DSs that I won't... Well, I mean, I'm going to use the DSs, but like any Game Boys and stuff I won't be using, and I will explain that later. And I guess it's time... I mean, there's the DK bongos and the arcade controller. You saw them earlier. But now it's time for the piece de resistance. And that is my full accessibility to all the consoles I will ever need as of 2017. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, this is my dream setup right here. This is what I wanted since day one right here. Let me show it off a little bit. Alright, so we got the TV set to AV. Let's reach down and do this thing. And boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm talking about. You see, so I've hooked up the NES through composite, so it's a pretty clean image. Not the cleanest I've seen, though. I've seen people mod their NES to output like HDMI and stuff like that. I don't got that kind of money or time, and I want to be playing my NES the way the classics played it. So yeah, and also, okay, so maybe I should explain this. This is my switch box right here, composite switch box. This thing makes the magic happen. I love this thing. It holds this entire setup together. And the NES I have hooked up is switch number 1. And so if we turn on switch number 2, we have access to the Super Nintendo on the screen. That's what I'm talking about. You ever want to pop in anything Super Nintendo? You don't gotta waste any time hooking it up. It's already there. Just gotta push the switch, and it's there. Speaking of the switch, oh, also, I don't know if you could tell the theme, but I'm trying to go all Mario games here, just to show it off, you know? So, let's turn that off, and if we pop in switch number 3, we can turn on N64 and...
It's me, Mario! Hello!
Isn't that just amazing? Just the convenience of it just drives me insane, dude. I love it. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a number 4 because I only have 2 of these like Nintendo multi-out little composite things, and so I'm using them for N64 and Super Nintendo. So if I want to play GameCube, I'm gonna have to reach back here, take this out, and put it over here. And with the GameCube, it's gonna be a hassle, especially holding this camera. There we go. And so it's still on Switch number 3, but now it's on the GameCube. Turn it on. Boom. Nintendo GameCube on the screen. Let's see what game it is. Nintendo, that's me. Woo! Mario Sunshine. You know, I actually completed this game 100%, but that's no big feat, honestly. And speaking of GameCube, we can actually take off this disc right here, and let's go ahead and just put it over here or something. And we can access this little boy right here. This is really difficult one-handed. And we can put that in. Pop it in. Push the power button. Oh, wait. Hold on. Actually. Now let's pop it in. Give you something different. Yeah, just in case y'all didn't know that, you hold Z on the controller, it does that. And we got Game Boy games. That's what I'm talking about. No need for a Game Boy when you can play it on the big screen. Don't you just love it? Okay, I'm not playing through games yet. I'm showing y'all my room. So, these games on the top are connected via HDMI. Each have their own HDMI port on my TV. So they don't need to go through the Switch box, but it's still cool to be able to access them, especially these newer gen consoles. So I have the Wii U for my Wii games and my Wii U games, and so we can go ahead and hook that up. Oops, wait, hold on. Wrong input. There you go. Now you can have fun with your Super Mario Bros. Wii. And you can get on with your new Super Mario Odyssey action. Gotta say, I'm loving my setup. Not to pat myself on the back or anything. And you'll see over here on the sides that I got these neat little baskets to go with this wireframe little stand shelf that I got. And it holds all my controllers. So I got the Wii U gamepad and some Joy-Cons, and underneath I got a Wii remote. And also I have like Wii remotes and stuff over here. And this is for, of course, like this top shelf. And then right below it is for this next shelf, and that's, you got your N64 controllers. I got 2 of them. And I have actually 3 GameCube controllers. I'm using one for the Z button thing. And I can't put a shelf right here on this bottom layer, so I put it on the other side. And I got this right here, my NES controllers, my Super Nintendo controllers. And they all work, and they're all tested, and I can have fun whenever I want. And I love it. I gotta say, I do. And so, as you can see, I got my Game Boy games running on my GameCube, but we can actually play Game Boy games right here too. So just in case y'all are worried I wasn't collecting these Game Boys, I am. I just I'd rather play them on the big screen, honestly. But I mean, it's cool to have the originals thing too. I also have a Game Boy Pocket Yellow, but it's broken. So we're starting off with Game Boy Color. Oh damn, it's hard to film. But if you can see it, it's got Super Mario Land 2 running on it. Yeah, you can see that, right? Which is cool. This is one of my favorite Game Boy games. Honestly, I love it. But yeah, so that's Game Boy Color. Here we got SP, probably my most used Game Boy, as you can see by like some of the scuffs it's got on the sides. Here we got a lit screen, so it's not hard to record, and Game Boy player. We got on it Super Mario Bros. 3, or otherwise known as Super Mario Advance 4. But yeah, I mean, this one I've played a lot. This is one of my favorite Game Boy games. But once again, I can just play it right there. And we got a DSi. My DS isn't charged, and I couldn't find the charger, so I'm using my DSi. And we got on it another Mario game, new Super Mario Bros. This one was one that I love to play with friends, you know. I mean, I'm probably going to have to do a review on some of these games sometime. But for the time being, I'm just showing them off. I got all my things set up for you guys right here. Also, I've got new Super Mario Land 3D. New Super Mario 3D Land over here. And just a little showing off a little bit. I got the Majora's Mask 3DS. It's very nice. I've tried to keep it clean. It's kind of difficult if I use it all the time to keep it clean. But I mean, it's got no major problems with it. It's just got to be a nice cleaning, and it'll be mint condition again. But yeah, so that's basically it. All the games I could ever have, all the games that I own, I can play in a second's notice, and it's very convenient. And you know, I just wanted to show you guys what I had the plans that I had for my room, and how I wanted to set this up. Because you know, whenever I buy games, you got to test them, and if I wanted to test them, I'd have to hook it up and all this and that, and it was just a hassle. But now everything's gonna be nice, easy. Within a couple seconds, I got it running. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for sticking around for part 2, if you did stick around, which, if you're hearing this, you did. So, thank you so much for watching. I guess you have yourself a nice day.